Yeah, so tell us about your upcoming book, Wet. Great title.
Yeah, so there's a lot of work just even in embracing and staying with the title of Wet because I've asked myself many times if the title was too shocking for me to hold, too taboo. Um, so Wet is a memoir that I'm thinking about calling an autobiographical novel as of this past weekend because it's written like a novel and I want people to know they're going to go on an entertaining journey in reading this book,
Mm.
but it's also going to take them through the wet stuff, which people are like expecting porn. It's not porn at all. I mean, actually, there's a lot that I've written about pornography because pornography was very damaging to me as a child because it was part of that incident that happened. Um, but really, it's a book that's about me leaving Silicon Valley, where I was working in my mid 30s, feeling completely cynical, disconnected, hopeless, the feeling that you've gotten to a certain place in your career, so you just got to stay there because that's it. You don't want to make less money, you don't want to step out, and instead I felt this calling from my body based on a trip that I took to Brazil that told me, listen to your body, listen to your body, listen to your body. And that led to years of wandering around South America and exploring sexuality, discovering tango, and not really even knowing, like, what am I doing with my life while everyone else is having kids and buying houses and getting better job titles? I'm like
Yeah.
retraining as a life coach and doing all this sexuality stuff and dancing tango. Well, through writing the book and really understanding all the experiences and choices that I made, I understood that I was actually doing all this stuff to heal
Yeah.
from the past.
Right.
And that is in the end the most important thing I could ever do in my life. It was really in a way understanding that healing for me was number one before any of those other markers of
Yeah.
achievement, like getting married, etc. Even though I would like to get married, I did put healing first. So it's a book that is a story of a woman doing all these outside the comfort zone things. I mean, I think when readers read this book, they'll be like, what? You did what? You're diving off a rock in Brazil, and now you're doing this clitoris stroking practice, and what? So there's a lot of fun stuff in Wet, but it's also the story of a winding healing journey. It's also how I became a coach, and it's a lot of the stuff that I convey to clients about our bodies because it's the story of me deciphering all these messages from my bodies and making choices. Like now I'm going to move to Argentina because I'm listening to my pussy, basically.
Hmm. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to read it. And I have my own version of Wet, so it's very inspiring to,
Oh, that's great. That's my hope that other people can identify their own story of Wet.
yeah, absolutely. Yes. I know
So
that
I'm
I,
still working on it. I've been working
yeah.
on it for 13 years. If people,
Mhm.
this is a book that will be of interest to trauma survivors because it's like if you're a sexual trauma survivor and you want to get back in your body, this is the story of someone doing that.
Yeah.
And anyone who is like interested in what can my sensuality and sexuality offer me
Mhm.
beyond the obvious, basically.
Yeah.
Um, on my website, there's a page for Wet, and there's a sign up if anyone is interested in being an early reader. It can be so isolating to work on a book for 13 years. So I'm sort of continually trying to find ways to bring people into the creative process for them and for me.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you for mentioning that.